Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on August the 20th, 2021. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. As usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. Not the calendar. Here we go. All right, so in terms of what we have coming up here, we have retail sales numbers for the month for UK as well as Canada. So both of the retail sales numbers here. Sorry about that. Okay, in addition to that, actually, so it is Friday, so watch out for Fridays can be reversal days, so do watch out for that. But overall, we are seeing some risk aversion in the market. So there's a lot of back and forth going on. US dollar has strengthened. So some things to kind of keep in mind here as we trade. First of all, a number of COVID cases have been going up again with the Delta variant being an issue. So we are seeing lockdowns in Australia, New Zealand, and other places are starting to get more concerned as well. But overall, the number of cases have been going up across the board because of the Delta variant. So that's one thing. Other thing, problems with Afghanistan. So with Taliban taking over, that is a big issue. It's creating a lot of turmoil, and that's impacting the markets as well. Anytime there's a geopolitical concern, we can see that in the market. So this is why the safe haven currencies are doing well. So Japanese yen, US dollar, Swiss franc, all of these safe haven currencies tend to do well when there is such a geopolitical event. So that's that. And then we also have for the US dollar, Fed sort of talked from out of both sides of their mouth, but basically they are talking more about tapering. They are talking about basically cutting all the money funding they've been supplying to the markets. Not quite ready to raise rates yet, but again, they have even every meeting they're talking about it, which means we are getting closer to it. So that is also good for the US dollar. So a lot of these things coming together are creating the market moves that we are seeing. So let's go on to the charts here. We'll start off with euro dollar. So euro, yesterday we talked about how if euro held below, or if it was able to break below the support at 1.1700, this was a major support level, then it's likely to continue lower. We saw that drop. We saw the break and then a continuation from that. So now we have a close and a hold below the previous support resistance level. Now these other levels become available to us. So bias here is bearish. Next target is 1.1650, which is coming from this previous level here. And below that, 1.1600 or 1.1600 is the second target. So bearish bias here for euro dollar. Pound dollar, a big drop in the pound. We were looking at price holding below 1.3785. It did. We had a bit of a pen here. So we saw continuation. So this is a continuation we had talked about. So we have that continuation. Watch out for pullbacks here though, potentially into 1.3665. It could go a little bit higher, but bias here is still bearish for pound dollar. In terms of the target, next target is 1.3570. So bearish bias here for pound dollar. Aussie dollar here. A big drop in Aussie, went right through our targets here, and still looking bearish here. Next target for Aussie dollar is 0.7100, and then below that we are looking at 0.7050. So bearish bias for Aussie dollar still. New Zealand dollar, this one is continuing, went right into our second target here, still looking bearish. But now keep in mind though, price is into important support level here. So this is where price reacted previously. So watch out for that. Bias here is bearish. And in this case, we are looking at, in terms of the next target here, we're looking at 0.6770. So bearish bias for New Zealand dollar as well. Dollar CAD, a huge move to the upside here, went right through the second target here as well. And in this case, now we're looking for continuation higher, 1.2870. All these moves though, the only concern is these are huge moves. And when we get huge moves, we can see them turn around as well. So watch out for that. These inefficient moves can get filled, they get turned around. So watch out for that. That will be the concern. And plus it's Friday, but overall, just from the technical perspective here, this is what we're looking for. If it holds above 1.2800, we'd be looking for a continuation towards 1.2870. So bias is bullish for dollar CAD. All right, looking at our commodities here, starting off with silver. Silver, we were looking for a drop. We got that. And now bias still remains bearish. It is coming into support though. So keep that in mind. Next target here is 22.50. So bearish bias for silver. Gold here also dropped. It retested the high as we had expected, and now we have a nice bearish candle close here. Next target for gold is 1765. So bearish bias for gold as well. Oil here, oil dropped, and this is why Canadian dollar had a rough day as well. So here still looking bearish. Next target is 62.50, which or 62.40, which is the bottom of today's candle, the pin, and then 61.50. So bearish bias still for oil. Copper taking quite a hit here, just like oil. And again, the concern is the impact of the Delta variant here on the demand for the commodities. And hence we are seeing this big drop. So bearish bias, next target is 3.94 and then 3.90. Bitcoin here, it's still holding in that range. It bounced off of the bottom of the range. So now we are looking for a move towards the top of the range. 48,000 is the target here, and then it may come back. But for now, neutral to bullish bias, heading for 48,000. Okay, S&P 500 had a big drop, but then it did bounce back up here. Now it's into an important support resistance level here. So in this case, if it holds below 44.20, then we could still see a turnaround, but it is a bullish pin bar here, which means should it go through the resistance, then we're looking for a continuation higher. So in this case, I'm neutral on this still. It does have a bullish pin bar, but I will only turn bullish on this once it crosses 44.20 level. So after the crossing to the other side, then it's bullish. Until then, neutral here because it could just hold below and turn around. So watch out for that. But neutral bias for now. Once it crosses over, next target is 44.50. If it holds below, we're basically looking for a move back down towards the bottom of the pin, which is 43.50 and then 43.40. So neutral bias for S&P 500. Nasdaq here, same thing. Price did turn around. It dropped a fair bit and then it pulled back. So in this case, again, nice, strong bullish candle close. The concern will be where it is, the resistance that it's into right now. So if it fails to go through, then we are back down again. So bias here is neutral to bullish for Nasdaq. And then Dow Jones here, this one did drop again, but came back up. with this is also into resistance right now. And if it holds below, so again, I'm neutral on this, even though we have a large pin to the downside. So what I'm looking for is, can it go through 35,000? If it doesn't, then we are looking for a further drop. So basically, the concern right now is there's a lot of uncertainty, and that uncertainty can have a negative impact on the market. So that's why we are looking at that. And then DAX as well, big drop, then it pulled back. So same thing, it's into resistance at the moment. If it manages to go through 15,800, then it's back into the range that it was trading in, and we will aim for the higher levels. But if it holds below, we're looking for a drop. So neutral bias for DAX as well. FTSE, a huge drop here for FTSE. As we can see, price went all the way into the support, and then it pulled back. But again, it's closed right into the resistance. So if it doesn't go through, we could be retesting the low once again. So bias here is neutral for FTSE right now. And then last one here, Nikkei. Nikkei did go through the support, but it's back into this range again. So it dropped all the way through the support, actually all the way into this previous candle, 26,000. Actually, let me just move my support level. It went all the way into 96,950 and then bounced off of that level. So there's a large pin, which shows a rejection. So we've seen a rejection basically from all the stock markets. The concern is those things have not gone away, and this is where things could turn around and things could go down. So we'll have to be careful with our pairs on Friday. So just keep that in mind. And that's it for me today. You guys have a wonderful trading day on Friday. And on Sunday, I'm going to be traveling. So I'm not sure if I'll do a live call, but I will record a video and I will upload it. All right, you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.